We've all done it. We've all left out a can of paint, varnish, or polyurethane with an ill-fitting cruddy lid out a little too long, like a year, and we get this the next time we look at it. A solid, cruddy mess, and what do we do with it? Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to revive this kind of a mess and make it usable again. So let's get to it. So what do? When you find out you have some varnish or paint, usually like an oil or alkali paint, I'm not sure you could really do this too much with the latex, but if it's an oil-based paint or an oil-based varnish or a polyurethane, this process works pretty well to clean it up and get it usable again. The first thing you need is like a paint stick or a scrap piece of wood to see if it's got a skin to it and to see if there's usable varnish underneath. Well, this I can tell it's not solid. I can feel that it's got usable varnish underneath. So the next thing you need to do is you need to go get some Quart, brand new Quart cans with a lid. Or if you're doing a larger volume, you know, where you'll need a gallon can, go get you a clean gallon can from either a hardware store or a paint store. The next thing you need is some paint filters, and you'll get this at you can get it at the paint store or an automotive store. This is an extra fine mesh. It's 190 microns. And it's what I use to strain my paint to go through you know, paint guns and stuff like that. So this is plenty usable for filtering out the paint. You could probably go with the finer or a finer mesh, little coarser mesh, probably be fine. So you're going to take your paint stick next, and this varnish may settle out over time. And so the first thing you need to do is break up that skin and get it all stirred up. And so I'll try to break this skin. Takes a little bit, and get to a usable, to where I can stir it up. Now I won't have to stir this one up much because it's a full gloss, so it doesn't have like satin, like a satin or a semi-gloss will have what's called matting agents in it, so those will generally settle to the bottom. So if it's a satin or a semi-gloss, you'll have to stir it a little bit more, but you want to make sure that you give it a good stir and get all those settled out solids and more so resins and stuff, get it all stirred up. And there's still a lot of usable varnish in this can. Now, if it's a little thick, like it's really sat for a long time, you can, if it's an oil base, you can put in a little bit of mineral spirits and and stir it in real good, and that will help thin it out a little bit because it may solidify a little bit over time, and so you'll need to add that. This, I like the consistency. It's plenty thick. I don't think I need to thin it out though. But stir it up, and don't worry about stirring in chunks of the varnish, because that's what we're going to use the paint filters for. We're going to strain it out. So we got it all stirred up, and we're going to take our first paint can, it's got a label down there, and put a fresh filter on the top of it. And these filters are like little funnels, so they stay put really good. And then start pouring in the varnish into the filter, and that filter will start filtering out all of the crud, because there's a ton of extra crud. I'm going to put this over to the side in a box where it doesn't get the bench all messy. But there's a ton of dirt and stuff in it from sitting so long, and you want to filter all that out. See, it's filtering right now. And it may take a little bit to filter out. It may take up to 30 minutes or so, but keep filling up this filter. When it gets lower, make sure it's not full or anything. Pour more in, and then over time you'll fill up that can with not brand new, but clean varnish in this case, and then you'll be able to just close it up. And with the brand new can, when you close it up with the brand new lid and all that, it'll keep the air out. And if you fill it up high enough, it shouldn't skin anymore. There shouldn't be enough oxygen in it to let it skin. So we're going to let it sit for a while. It's going to take a while to strain out and where I can fill it up. If there's a lot of junk and like gel in your varnish or your paint, just switch out the filters. Get plenty of filters. 5, maybe 10. They're always really good to have around, and just swap them out, because they'll get kind of gunked up and they won't filter as well. So this is going to take a bit, so we'll come back in a few minutes and see how it's filtering out. So now, after filling up the filter a few times, and I swapped it out with a new one, because the first one I started using got a little clogged up, it's able to take it out, because we're almost to the top. Okay, we're ready. And if you're going to another quart can, like I will be, just quickly transfer the filter over and then let it clear out. So now, once you've got your first can, just take your clean lid and hammer it down, put a label on it. Make sure you label it. I'm horrible at labeling, so I need to put a label on it. Label what it is, and you're good to go. This varnish, you can brush it on. There won't be any trash on it. It's good to go. So if you enjoyed this video, please like or subscribe. I'm going to put all the links to all this equipment you need down below in the comment section or in the description, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.